We still get help from Colgate University and Hamilton College. I think I've had 10 separate dates to meet them. And I thank God I've got a couple of right-hand people that are helping me, because I could never do it all, but we're doing everything from painting the inside of the Cottage Museum and reworking some new photos to display, to doing the trim work and everything, and some gardening, and keeping the entrances clean, and picking up garbage and river tires people keep leaving for us at some of the parking areas. A very small minority of people, I'm sure, but it creates work for somebody else, you know. I always learn, you know, someone's lack of responsibility adds more to somebody else, you know. So anyway, we're continue working on that. And then we have the Halloween happening on October 13th. Rain date is October 20th. It's a free event, and it starts at 5, goes to 9 o'clock. And there's a huge haunted trail. It's hugely scary. It's hosted by a ghost, and it's something everybody looks forward to. We had kids screaming all night on that one, so it was a lot of fun.
So, you had a lot of people attend that.
We had 150 people or so. We lost count, and I tried taking photos and overloaded my phone, and in the dark it doesn't take good photos, so next time I'll have a camera person there. And you know, and we had winners. We had costume contests, and some people brought their little dogs and had them dressed up, and it was a lot of fun. And we were lucky that Dunkin' Donuts helped contribute 300 Dunkin' Donut mini bites, or whatever those are called, the little donuts. I don't eat them very much, so I don't want to munchkins. Yeah. And we had Price Chopper help with some money, and you know, it was really great. And I want to thank the town of Madison for the decision you made to support the shuttle bus for the Historical Society too, because what's going to happen is it gives us a chance to raise some money on this, and you know, we need to make fundraisers all the time. And between jumping from that to the Historical Society and the Shenango Canal, and then I work, you know, I do work. So this is my spare time. Do you have any questions?
You know, one thought comes to mind, Diane. You know, you have displays like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people go through this office, of course, for a week. And if you wanted to, you know, have something here and kind of rotate or whatever,
Okay.
as our town historian, I think it might be a free.
Something that size, you mean, or do you mean the large panels?
Whatever.
Would you have room for the large one?
Not in my office, but you have to remember,
Not in my house.
school taxes and tax time are all coming up where I have people backed up out the hallway,
Okay.
so.
But I was thinking something out here,
Oh, okay.
out in this area.
I was thinking
Okay.
down the hall. People
Well-
occupied.
Well,
Yeah, maybe down the hall.
I could look at it and see.
You know,
You
just,
could hang something like, you know, off the
Yeah,
top in the corner, come down like the big bear space,
okay,
you know, right?
all
I
right.
mean, you
Down there.
got this stuff, if it's, you know, just.
I know
stow
it,
away.
because I just rip it off the panels and store it somewhere.
Yeah.
I ought to make it in a book. We were talking about that one time in our spare time in the winter, maybe putting it in a scrapbook and have it available, but maybe we could just, I don't know.
Oh, you know, like at the county, they have the stuff set up there, they kind of rotate it.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That would make it nice.
Yeah, the display you had down at the community days was really nice, and
Yeah?
just to
It's
take time and read it.
amazing. I know, you can't read it all just by coming in and going out. There's too much, but it's amazing the part that we have played in different forms of history. So, you know, as a town historian, I get into it, and that's what's kept me working on the Shenango Canal, because there's so much stuff that we're turning up, you know, little bits and pieces and stories, so it makes it
Certainly
interesting.
appreciate your efforts, and,
Thank you.
you know, we had, like I told it at the last month there, that we had, you know, very good representation at fair this year.
Yes, yes,
So,
I'm so glad to get back to it this year.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
I was over there with some of my colleagues from the county, and I had to say, where's your display? Here's Madison.
Good, good, because I think we were the only entry for the town, but they grouped us in with the historical societies.
Yeah.
I don't know who got first, probably Brookfield.
Way to go. All right, well, thank you, Diane.
You're welcome.
I can't announce it officially, but we've got quite certain we're supposed to be signing the contract this week for another tenant on the Madison Marketplace that would fill in between Olympia Sports and Price Chopper. So, another business coming to town here, if everything goes well. Diane from Schnagels Canal Association contacted me about having their website be a link from our website, you know. And personally, I think we should keep ours just for the town government stuff, because if we start letting other entities in, then you're gonna have, you know, why shouldn't we let Salzville Hotel or whoever in? So, you know, it's up to the board, whatever your thought is, but, you know, I guess it's a good organization, but.
A little different. I think keeping it just strictly for town business is probably a good idea.
Right. It's, you know, something we can always discuss later too, if we want to change our mind on it, but. Planning board, let's see, Roger, you're here, right?
Yep,
You're, changing the time of your meetings to 7 o'clock now?
that's correct.
Okay, that's what I heard, so, Tracy, do you take care of changing that with the majority?
Certainly can.
Okay. That'd be good. So, the, Roy, you want us to, advertise for sand?
Yep, 3,000 ton,
3,000 ton?
yes.
Is that different than yours?
Yeah, but, like Hanson and actually Carhartt, they all sell it by the ton now. The only one that's selling it by the yard is Cossett's. So,
Where did we get it this year?
Cossett's. And nobody was very happy with Cossett's sand this year. He washed it, which was good, but he also screened it out to where he could use it in his plant, and it was too fine. There was no grit in it like there was the year before.
Huh.
And everybody talked to him about it, and it didn't really happen. I know Lebanon, they were gonna buy it there. They didn't buy it. He got like 5 loads of it and went back to Shenango and got his.
Okay. So,
So if we go the 3,000 ton, then, you know, lets it open for all of them.
Now, would that be less than we asked, than we bought last year?
Yeah, a lot less.
Because you have some left over.
Yeah, they have a lot left over. And if you figure out what you went out last year, that's about what you've used so far. So you're just replacing it and keeping the, and I have a lot of salt sitting down there, so.
all right, a motion to, have Tracy advertise for sand,
Yes, I'll make that motion.
second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Second.
Carried. So, you'll get the information to Tracy that she needs to start specs or whatever. Okay. We got some resolutions? Resolution to be used by town officers, town board, town of Madison, Madison County, state of New York, whereas Ronald Bono, town of Madison, does hereby make the following resolution, therefore be it resolved. That on this 9th day of August, I, the town officer, do hereby submit to this town board for their consideration and approval the following resolution. Whereas the monthly bills have been submitted for payment, therefore be it resolved, the town board authorizes the supervisor to move monies in the amount of $425 from the Quiet Growth Money Market into the general fund checking account to cover August bills.
So moved.
Second. Jim Longigan?
Yes.
Andy Kowski? Yes. Brian Black?
Yes. Resolution to be used by officers, town board, town of Madison, Madison County. Whereas Supervisor Ron Bono, town of Madison, does hereby make the following resolution, therefore it be resolved on this 9th day of August, that the above town officers do hereby submit to the town board for their consideration and approval the following resolution. Whereas monthly bills have been submitted for payment, now therefore be it resolved, the board authorizes Supervisor Bono to move monies from Berkshire Bank in the amount of $88,750 into the general fund checking account to pay August bills.
Move.
Second.
Andy Kowski? Yes. Jim Longigan?
Yep.
Brian Black?
Yes.
Any
separated on this one.
Yeah.
Every year we receive 2% fire insurance reimbursement from out-of-state fire companies. They send it every year to the state. We get 2% of all fire insurance monies given to the town. We disperse it to the town of Hamilton, the town of Madison, and the town of Hamilton's fire department. And the fire chief coordinator amongst what their percentages as to who gets what. So we need to accept the $2,500 and disperse it between the three, so we have to do a budget modification for it.
It's just more or less.
It's incoming and outgoing, we don't,
Oh, so there's no.
Yeah, it's a tax that they pay because they're out-of-state
Yeah.
companies, and we just transfer it to the fire companies.
What's considered dictated by the fire coordinator.
yes,
Okay.
we don't have anything to do with it other than.
Whereas Supervisor Ron Bono, Town of Madison, Madison County does hereby make the following resolution, therefore be resolved. This 9th day of August, I above town officers do hereby submit this town board their consideration and approval of the following resolution. Whereas the monies for the 2% fire insurance have been received in the amount of $2,579.07, therefore be it resolved that the board authorizes CPA to increase budget lines SS2-3410.4 Hamilton Fire District by $1,014.35, SF3-3410.4 Hubbardsville Fire District by $85.88, and SM1 3989.4 Madison Consolidated Services to $1,478.84 to disperse the monies to the fire departments.
So we'll,
Second.
Jim Murphy?
Yes.
Eddie Bukowski?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Anybody have anything for executive session? Guess we can pay the bills.